Hi, this is John Healy, back up at the bees for week 2. I had a thought, last week was my first week of putting videos on, never done it before on YouTube. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've got a good friend who was supposed to be doing his beekeeping course, and it was cancelled, obviously due to the coronavirus lockdown. He lives in Amsterdam. But you know, he was due to do his course, and he asked me if I could send him some little vids, and this is how I come back doing these videos. So I thought that kind of led on to another thing, thinking, well, there must be lots and lots of people. I know there are around where I live. There's lots of people in the Hertfordshire area who had their courses cancelled, or postponed, but the best time for beekeeping is now, is when the kind of spring starts, all the new blossoms out, it's beautiful. So what I thought I'd do is, I'm going to do a weekly. Last week was week 1, this is week 2, so I can kill 2 birds with one stone. So all the people that were going to start their beekeeping courses, like Alan, can follow me through the spring season, and the idea is eventually you can see all the kind of pitfalls and where the bees naturally are trying to swarm, how to deal with the queen. There's a couple of things I said about last week about giving them lots of work to do. You can instead of me trying to explain it poorly, you can actually watch the process through spring. Take the crop off, beautiful spring honey, and then go through to the summer. So for the summer crop. So what I thought I'd do this weekly. I might as well now. My videos, I don't feel they're that good. Apparently I say a lot, and I've got the kind of voice that makes people want to commit suicide, I've been told. So I need to try and sound a bit more chipper, and and also not say so much. So, and with all the kind of with all the YouTubey stuff, I'll try and put a better picture up and all this kind of stuff. Apparently, if you like my films, or if you subscribe, then I can get, I don't know how, but this helps me get more followers, but it gives me more experience and more help. And also, every time I put a video up, you can obviously be notified. I will try and keep the videos shorter as well, and try and think about what I'm going to say before I start, so they're a little bit more informative, i.e. work to do. That means drawing out the frames so the queen can lay more eggs. So that's how the whole colony builds up over spring. So anyway, let's get to it. This is only 3 minutes 15 at the moment, so I want to keep them short. I'm going to go through my hives. Just one quick thing, I'll just tell you, last week the pollen was bright yellow and kind of orangey. I've noticed there's a lot of pale pollen going in, so there's another plant that they're now foraging from. I think last week it was stuff like all the willow. I looked it up, one of them was broccoli, but I don't know if there's any broccoli around here. Maybe there is, like a agricultural crop, but you know, hey ho. So alright, I'm going to stop this now and I'll get set up, I'll get my smoker lit. One of the things, I've just said again, I apologise, one of the things that you may see over the coming spring, this is why it's really interesting to watch this weekly, is me catching a swarm. I'll show you how to do it for all those newbies that want to do it, all these people that have thought about doing beekeeping. There's nothing better, the most natural thing in the world to see is when you catch a swarm and all the bees line up like little soldiers, and they march across the ground, all in line, in perfect formation, into the hive. It's one of the little nature's little amazing things to see, but obviously you only see this kind of thing if you're actually up close with bees and catching swarms and climbing up trees and all this kind of stuff. But alright, I'm going to stop this now